Okay, I thought I would come in here, and I have not done a Chalk Couture project in a while. That sun is like, and so I thought I would come in and share my new order and kind of share an easy project. I just haven't done a Chalk Couture project in a long time, and it's just nice to not have to find the project and get all the supplies, and it's all just shipped to you or you have it on hand. So they have a new formula for their chalk paste. I haven't tried that yet. So I just thought it would be kind of fun to come in here and do something a little simple with you guys and share this, why I love Chalk Couture, and I just have not done one of the projects in a while. So I shared earlier on Instagram my latest, I found a tag sale this past weekend, and so I shared my finds over on Instagram, but I am uploading that video, so that will be on later today as well. So that's always fun, and I did find some projects at that tag sale, so I will be doing those and sharing those soon. But this, I don't want to have to think about it. I just want to open something and make it. That's why I love Chalk Couture, and I've been getting some questions about it, so this is perfect timing. I just got my box, my order, so it's kind of perfect timing for me to talk about it. You have seen, I've shared many videos inside on here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen many projects. I need these. So, and so I get a lot of questions about it, so I thought I could kind of just talk about it a little bit. Chalk Couture, and let me know if you can see me and hear me. There's always a lag, so I can't see anybody right now. But earlier I was doing a live in my garage, so my internet really was not working very well. So I always just like to know if this is working. So Chalk Couture is, and if you have any questions as I'm doing this, let me know. There's so many, people think that it's a subscription. It's not. They do have a subscription option. So you can get an exclusive transfer, which is this month's. I haven't opened it yet, so I will open that with you guys. You can get an exclusive transfer every month, and then you get three little paste samples that come with your transfer. And so that is a subscription. You can totally do that. That's an option. You can just go to the link. I put the link up above to my shop, so you can shop and find out more in that link up above. You can just go on there and just shop for what you want. Just go in there and pick if you want a surface, if you just want paste, if you want whatever. You can just go and shop that way. And then you can also become an independent designer. And that's, when I started this, that's what I signed up as, because it's so inexpensive for what. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. It went black. The screen went black. I can see myself again. So you can also sign up as an independent designer, and that's what I did, because it's inexpensive for everything you get. You get a big kit, and then you can you save money on anything else you want to get, and then you can also turn it into a business, and people can sign up under you. People can shop your store. So there's lots of options, but it's not just a subscription. So that's good. Some other questions I get. Are these stencils? These are not stencils. They are transfers, and they come pre-made. So you will not put these through a Cricut or what's that other machine? Isn't there another one? I always get that question. Can I put it through my Cricut or is it a Silhouette? No, these come pre-made. So, and they have so many, and a lot of times they sell out as when like a new season or new ones roll out. So yeah, so I think those are some of the main questions. So I got my order, and I thought I'd just kind of open it with you guys. So since I am an independent designer, I do get the exclusive transfer that comes out to people that have the subscription, but I don't get the 3 little packets that come with it for somebody to do this. I just get the transfer, which is great. I'm happy to. What's this say? Sweet Lemon Grove, where troubles melt like lemon drops. That's cute. So you can use this. There's extra little ones up there. So that is the transfer. That's the exclusive transfer for this month for the subscribers. And if you're an independent designer, you get that sent as well. And then I ordered, okay, so the one thing I love about Chalk Couture, is that you can use the paste and the ink on anything. So when I learned that, I can use it on a piece of wood I have outside. I can use it on mugs. I can use it on t-shirts. I can use it on all the projects and the things that I'm picking up to repurpose and to make things out of, signs and all that kind of stuff. You can use it on all of that. You don't have to buy any of their surfaces, but I like their surfaces. So I got a couple. That's just a wood framed one. Here's another one. But if you were in a thrift store, like I sometimes find these things. When we were at yard sales this past weekend, there were a couple of wood, just plain wood that you get at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, kind of signs that they had picked up for something and never did anything with them. So those are there, so you could pick those up, inexpensive. These are always, like even real ones, are at thrift stores and yard sales. So there's just so many things you can do with it, and you don't have to think about it. So sometimes I love to be creative. We all know that, but sometimes I just want it to not, like, I just want to create something, and I don't want to have to run around and find a bunch of supplies and come up with a bunch of ideas. I just want to be able to sit down and do something. And these projects here's just a smaller one. I'll give you a size reference. These are all in my shop. So here's a smaller one. I just want to be able to make it and have it be perfectly done in like 10 minutes. And you guys, it's that easy. It can be done in 10 minutes. The other thing with like the paste, I always get asked, is it permanent? It can be. You could use like a spray poly on these if you wanted to make it permanent. But, and this is a square one, so you kind of see the difference. So, but the chalk paste is not going to come off, just wipe off. You have to use some water on it for it to come off. So it's kind of permanent, but yet not permanent. When you want it to come off, you just use water and it comes right off. So you can reuse any of these things over and over again. You get so much bang for your buck for this stuff. So another reason why I love it, because I'm not having to keep buying things over and over again. These transfers, they say they can be used up to 12 times. I've used many of them more than 12 times. More than 12 times. If you clean them well enough, they last. They last a while. And I don't know what kind of magic they put on the back of those that they do stay sticky, but it's pretty awesome that they do. So I just wash them, and then in hot water, or like when I'm right here, I sometimes use wipes. Some people say not to use them, but I've had okay luck with them. Or you can just dunk them in the sink with like warm water, and then I just kind of wipe them off with a paper towel and then let them dry, right side, sticky side up. And then when they're fully dry, I just stick them back on this backing, and then they're good to go for the next time. So good. And these, here's some of the chalk paste, the colors I got. You can see that. This time I always use black and white. And they have a new formula. So some of them used to dry out quickly, and so this new formula is supposed to be really good. So I'm excited to try it. But you only use a tiny bit of this. You do not need a lot of this. So one of these will last you forever, which is amazing. So if you're like black and white, I'm using all the time for just normal signs and things. But so again, you're not having to buy things, over and over and over again. So this is the other transfer I got. So this one is obviously bigger. I've seen people use this Chalk Couture, and then they sell the things that they make, which is cool. They set up like booths and stuff at craft fairs and other things, which is kind of fun. But I just thought, I just want to try this new chalk paste. So I'm just using one of the small chalkboards. You don't have to have their chalkboards either. I have even in the beginning used chalk paint, just a chalk, Rust-Oleum is it chalk, and on a board, and then made it look like a chalkboard, and then put the sign on there. So this is one of the just stand chalkboards like this. So they have one of these, And again, when I don't want this on there, I just wipe it off with water. It's not going to wipe off after it's dry. Like if I did this to it, it won't wipe off. So it's kind of permanent until you don't want it to be. And then you just wipe it off. It's like the best thing ever. Because if you've been here a while, you know that anything frugal is where I want to be. But because I don't want to be buying a bunch of stuff over and over again. So the fact that I get to reuse these, and I did not grab my fuzzing cloth. So, so the fuzzing cloth I get asked about too. It's this same color. Everything in Chalk Couture is this color. And it kind of looks like a towel. In the beginning, that's what I used. But it just kind of, when you're first opening these especially, it just kind of fuzzes the back so that when you pull it off, it doesn't pull the chalk paste with it. So that's the only reason you do that. I always get asked, what is that? You're putting that on first. I didn't grab it. So normally I would tell you to do that, but we're just gonna go ahead and try this. So you just peel the transfers off, and here's the question I always get. So if you guys can see this, I'm gonna pull it. It's not a stencil. So people always say, how do you get, it's one whole piece. So it's kind of like inside the letters, see this part, it's like netting. It's a transfer. So it's not a stencil. So this is all one piece, and this is solid too, kind of, but it's like netting, if that makes sense. I know this, I'm probably not explaining that very well, but a lot of people say, how do you get, you know, like the inside the R or the E, how do those not move? Because it's just one piece. It's a transfer, not a stencil. Did I even explain that well? So you guys, if you're somebody that likes to create, but sometimes you don't want to think about it. If you're somebody that would love to have perfect letters on a chalkboard, that was me. I'm like, listen, I don't have time to learn how to do all these fancy letters, and trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And I want my chalkboards to look cute and all that. So that's kind of when I started this, and it's just so easy. So that's it. So you're going to put this transfer down. The hardest part is getting them straight. I mean, really, but so you're just gonna put this down and make sure it's down really well. And even if you mess up, so if I were to pull this up and it's smeared or something, you just wipe it off and you start all over again. So it's just so forgiving. So I'm gonna open just the white chalk paste here. This is a new one. So this is what it this is what it looks like. The ink is a lot thinner. And I should explain, the ink is used more on things like fabric, dishes, like mugs and things, because then you can heat them and then it'll stay on there. The fabric, when you heat press it, it'll stay permanent, those kinds of things. So I don't do a lot of ink projects just because I just don't, but I do like the chalk paste. So there's so many different, these are called squeegees. There's so many different styles and sizes and stuff on there. I just grabbed this one before I started here. So they have little ones, small ones. And I'm literally just going to dip this in. You guys see what I'm doing? I think the formula is better. And literally, can you see how little amount that is? I go too fast and then I can't focus. There's not much on here, and I will not even use this much. So you just start, can you guys see what I'm doing? So I just start on the top, and I go, you're just gonna drag this down. This is just chalk in paste form. And you're just gonna drag it over the transfer. I will need a little bit more. I didn't think I would use that much. Well, see, I still have some on there, so I just want to put some on the edge. You guys still see what I'm doing? Okay. And all the excess you can save. It's not like it can't go back in there. You just want to make sure all the parts of the transfer, and I will show you, are covered. And they really do come out with really cute transfers, so you will find something. And every holiday they have, you know, holiday stuff. So I have all that excess still on there, and so you're just going to scrape that back into the jar. You do want to make sure, just like a paint can, that all of this is clean and your lid is clean before you put it back on, just so that it stays fresh. See, there's still a lot on that side too. So you do not use that much at all. And so you should pull this off right away. But see, like I have some here, it's just chalk. It'll just come right off with water. And so that's how the transfer works. And that's how I get it inside the letters. It's, like I said, it's just a transfer. So can you guys see what I'm doing? So you want to pull this away slowly. And so I'm going to lay this sticky side up, right? Because I need to clean that well. And then that's it. Like, I can't do this with just my handwriting. It's not going to look like this. And so like here on the edge, oh, sorry. Here on the edge, there's just a little, it just got on the edge right there. I mean, and it's just water and I don't have anything here right now. So you can use a hair dryer. There is a heat tool in my shop that you can use to dry it, but you just wait for it to dry. And then I won't bore you with waiting for this to dry. But this will stay on until I get this wet. And after a while, so like if, let's just say in 2 months, so this is how it would look. I just want to make sure I close my chalk paste here quick. There's nothing on that outside. Okay, you don't want this to dry out, so just make sure you close it. So let's just say I have this sitting somewhere, and then in 2 months, I'm gonna change it, right? So it'll be hard, not hard, but it's not just gonna wipe off easily. So what you do is you just spray it with a water bottle, just spray it and kind of let it sit for like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and just like let the water work, and then you can just wipe it off. There are some board wipers, what are they called? Inside my shop, you can get those, or just use paper towels or whatever you have on hand. But you guys, so this will work on these. This will work on these. These will work on any piece of wood you have out, you know, in your garage. You can make your own signs out of whatever. You can go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and whatever and find, you know, different signs and things there and use the paste and stuff on there. So it just makes it so easy. And sometimes I just want to sit down, like I said, and do something creative, but not have to, you know, do an entire dresser or you know what I'm saying? It's just an easy project. It's instant satisfaction because it is that fast and it's easy. It does work out that easily. People will say you make it look so easy. I'm not kidding when I say it is that easy. You can't screw it up because you can just do it over. So what I would do if I was not on a live right now is I would go and I would put hot water on in the sink, you know, warm water, hot's fine. But you see, so all of that's on there. You want all of this off. So, I don't want to put that on there. So I would just dunk this in water and I would just use like a paper towel and just get this all off. But since I'm here in front of you guys, I'm just using these wipes to kind of get it. So once you get this all off, and this is not all off by any means, you get it all clean, then you're going to lay it like this, sticky side up again, and then wait till it's fully dries and then put it back on the backing wherever I set that. But see, the transfer, as I'm cleaning the front, it comes through the back. So you can get, it's not a stencil. It is definitely a transfer. I hope this kind of helps. But yeah, that's how easy it is. You could find little chalkboards like this too, like if you are having a party or a graduation party, or they have letter transfers, number transfers, you know what I'm saying? If you had different tables, a wedding, you could use this for so much. So it's just so, it's fun and it's so easy and it's, okay, I see that there are people here. Do you have any questions? I'm just gonna go through questions and see if there are any. As always, if you're watching this later, please come on, or please let me know in the comments that you're here later. Just say #replay and ask me questions there. I will come back in and answer them. The link to find this stuff is in the description. So if you just go up above, the link is right up there. So it's easy to find. Just click on it and then you can kind of just browse around. Okay. I don't see. Joined this live a few minutes ago. Okay, where do I get the transfers, paint scraper, and the paint? So everything, Amy, everything is right up above, inside my description. I have a link for all of this stuff, so you can kind of check it out. Okay, the transfer, I didn't lay it. It's probably backwards to you guys because I didn't change the camera. So if it looks backwards to you guys, I didn't put it on here wrong. It just looks backwards to you guys because I didn't change the camera from right to left or whatever it is. Is it mirror or whatever? I didn't change that. So it might look backwards to you guys, but I did do it right. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just gonna go clean this off. And if you guys have any questions later on, let me know. There's so many possibilities with this stuff. Okay, so Amy, as soon as I get off, there should be, sometimes I think when I'm live, the links don't work or they're not up there. I will put it inside the comments as well. I will put a link inside the comments as well and maybe pin it to the top. I'll see if I can do that, pin a comment to the top with the link, but I will get that to you. It should be there when I'm off. Sometimes it's so frustrating. It doesn't always work. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, if you have any other questions, let me know. It's just an easy and fun thing to get creative with without you having to do a ton of work. And it works every time. So you guys know those kinds of things are the best projects and the best ways to... Oh, it's in the top. Oh, okay, Suzanne, thank you. It's in the top of the comments in her description. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Suzanne. So Amy, let me know. I mean, if you can't find it, I will go in as soon as I get off here and it uploads and all that. I will go in to make sure it is in the description inside there, and I can add it to a comment as well. So Suzanne, thank you so much for answering that. Melissa says, "Oh, thanks for that. It looked like thought it looked off. Only just recently started following on live." Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. I'm so excited you're here. Easy projects, DIY, that's what I love to share. And I had just gotten this order, so I thought I just should come on and just share an easy project and show. Suzanne for the win. Yes, Suzanne. Suzanne just put the link in there. Thank you so much. That is so helpful. Thank you so much. And yes, if this looks backwards, so like to me, it doesn't look backwards, but to you guys, I didn't switch it. So I'm sorry about that. It's just the camera thing and I didn't switch it. You have to click on the comments section and the description pops up. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's good for me to know so that I can tell people if you click on the comment section, the description pops up. I just think, because I have to fill that in before I go live, so I'm just like, well, it's just up there, right? No, of course not. That would be too easy. That would just be too simple. So, okay, I will hop off now, go wash this, and let me know later if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. But maybe I'll do a couple more of these as I'm sitting here just with everything out here. So, okay, have a good rest of your day, guys. I will check with you later.